Yeah, there's a few people on.
Cannot hear Beverly. Cannot hear Beverly.
And if someone would open us up in prayer. By God. Father, we give you thanks and praise that we can come to you in prayer and know that if someone would open us up in prayer. Watch the clean of the barrier. Thank you for the privilege of prayer and for the opportunity of prayer. And we come with open ears, hearts, and minds. My name is Beverly Beard, and I'm going to be your host for today. And so we're going to go around and do a roll call. So again, my name is Beverly Beard, and I'm calling from Detroit. And my name is Anita Terrence from Boston, Massachusetts. Althea from Miami. Jerry from Fort Springs, Florida. Yvonne Johnson from Jacksonville, Florida. Shannon Carlson from Lauderdale, Florida. Rose from Tampa. Elizabeth Smith from Jersey. Dr. Barry Jose from North Carolina. Harlan Victoria Lacoma, Pure, Georgia. Harlan Hill, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Laura Jackson, Washington, D.C. All right. Thank you all for taking your time this Friday morning to call in and join us and share with us. So the purpose of our call is to create a space for us to hold each other accountable, to also share insights and learn from one another as we apply the principles from the Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Within your turn, please share with us your name, your aha moment from the week's reading, if you kept your commitment from last week, and what your commitment will be for the upcoming week. And then also remember to share the Think and Grow Rich International Mastermind Association page. We ask that you would please mute your line to keep your phone on silent while others are speaking. And if we do hear any background noise, we will mute you. You can unmute yourself by touching the star key twice. Okay, so who would like to get us started? Okay, go ahead and get us started. I'm reading in the chapter on persistence. And it says, if you find that you are weak in persistence, center your attention upon the instructions contained in the chapter on the power of the mastermind. Surround yourself with a mastermind group, and through the cooperative efforts of the members of this group, you will find additional instructions for the development of persistence in the chapters on autosuggestion and the subconscious mind. Follow the instructions outlined in these chapters until your habit nature hands over a clear picture of the object of your desire in your subconscious mind. Spasmodic or occasional effort to apply the rules will be of no value to you. To get results, you must apply all of the rules until the application becomes a fixed habit with you. There is no other way that you can develop the necessary money consciousness. Poverty is attracted to those whose mind is favorable to it, as money is attracted to the one whose mind has been deliberately prepared to attract it, and through the same law, poverty consciousness will voluntarily seize the mind which is not occupied with money consciousness. So that was my aha moment. And you know about the saying that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So if we are not simply pursuing money consciousness or whatever a particular desire is, then our mind in an idle mode will gravitate to poverty consciousness. And so we have to be very intentional about what it is that where we're centering our thoughts. And that was just so eye-opening for me. To keep our minds stayed and focused on our desire. Last week I was working on certifications, some additional certifications that we need, and I'm going to continue to do that. And before allowing me to. And who would like I go next?
May I go next on the heels of your reading?
Absolutely.
Thank you. This is Althea. I fell off the wagon, y'all, and I'm so grateful to you for what you read because if I am living proof. It cannot be occasional. If you cannot think that you got it, and keep going. You must continue to, I believe, read the book, apply the principles, and there's always something new and more to learn and to grow in. And I felt like, okay, I read it like 4 times. I'm good, and I'm not good. I am not good. So I have kept no commitment. So I'm going to recommit to reading that book faithfully and applying the principles. That's number 1. And number 2, I want to commit to the self-confidence formula and reading it daily. That is my commitment for this week. Thank you so much, friends.
Awesome. Thank you for hearing that. Who would like to go next?
This is on next, and I'll write on what she just said because that was my thing is actually reading one of the. I didn't make a commitment last week. I wasn't on, but my commitment is to read. Read it, and it has made a difference to my thinking. I can read it. Living it. It comes through and you see it more. So I'm just committed to continue to writing confidence keep reading every day.
Awesome. Thank you. Who would like to go next?
This is Carla in Philadelphia. I can go next.
Okay.
Go right for you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm reading from the chapter on specialized knowledge, and this is referred to, first of all, besides the support of specialized knowledge that you require and the purpose for which it is needed. To a large extent, your major purpose in life, the goal towards which you are working will determine what knowledge you need. With this question settled, your next move requires that you have accurate information concerning dependable sources of knowledge. So to me, there's not an absence of knowledge. There's an absence of specialized knowledge, but the first best thing, what you need. So you can turn that into an organized plan. And you may not possess all of that knowledge, but what you're responsible for conducting, you must be expert in that. My commitment last week was reading the formula for intent, your intent for monetary equivalent. I want to do that second day, that is not do that second day, morning and night at 5. So my position next week is to continue to look forward to get to my 7 days. So thank you for allowing me to share. Thank you for sharing that. You do it. All right, who's next? Thank you. Thank you. Who would like to go next?
Good morning. This is Teresa. I'll go next. I'm reading from the chapter Specialized Knowledge. Page 82. The changed economic conditions that now prevail have made it necessary for thousands of people to find additional or new sources of income. For the majority of these, the solution to their problem may be found only by acquiring specialized knowledge. And that reminds me that I can go out and get specialized and know that I am to offer. Yeah, yeah. I am problem. I am looking forward to Carla tomorrow. I will be link Facebook group that to listen to Carla on tomorrow. My commitment for last week was to continue with my business and make several phone calls each day. I made 5 days, but I did make some each day, so I still find that successful. And I will continue to read in this chapter, Specialized Knowledge, and continue with that thinking process of calling clients each 5 days a week, 5 calls a day. Thanks for allowing me to share.
Thank you so much. Are you clear about what you want in your business or your life? Are you seeking accountability to stay on track and achieve your goals, especially when it comes to your finances? Well, then you can be a guest at the Clarity Mastermind. It is the first Tuesday of each month at 5 p.m. to help you gain clarity and take control of your business and your personal life. For the link to join us in the Mastermind, you can go visit International Mastermind Association's Facebook group. Don't miss this opportunity. All right, who would like to go next?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Victoria Long Coleman from Decatur, Georgia. I'd like to start off with my reading
I'm sorry.
from the
Beverly.
chapter Organized Planning on page 124, which actually started on 123 under the title of What is My QQS Rating? QQS stands for Quality, Quantity, and Spirit. My aha moment is spirit. The reading is, spirit of service shall be construed to mean the habit of agreeable, harmonious conduct, which will induce cooperation from associates and fellow employees. what I've never what I've always understood about business is that how you treat people makes a difference in the service that you apply to people, especially when people are paying for it. And it was always curious to me how business owners, sometimes the way that they treated their employees, I never understood that, because the employees are doing the job that you want, which is bringing you the money. So, so what I've done instead is I'm going to be mindful as an employer, mindful of my employees and invest in my employees. So I've been reading a lot of leadership kinds of motivational videos to really try to become just a better employer. Last week, I said I was going to finish my business plan, and I did. I said I was going to send out a mass letter to current child care owners in Georgia, and I did. Said I was going to research SBA loan requirements, and I did. But I did not go talk to loan officers at my bank. The reason why is because I think I need to have my funding together first, my down payment together first, before I go in and start talking with them. So this next week, I'm going to prepare a presentation for 4 family and friends who've been supporting me for quite some time. And I think they have access to funding. I only have a 10% down payment, and I would like to go in with at least a 20% down payment. So I'm going to basically ask them for to add to the down payment, so I can have a total of 20% down payment. And this is going to be kind of a challenge for me, because I'm not used to asking people for money. So this is going to take me out of my comfort zone. So bear with me on that one. This might take a couple of weeks for me to get this accomplished. I do want to recommit to my personal routine. I feel myself slacking a little bit on my personal routine, which is exercising and eating well and reading and things like that. And I'd like to recommit to that. Thank you.
That was awesome, and congratulations on getting so many of your goals accomplished. Let's see, go right ahead. Who's next?
Good afternoon, it's Ann. Can you hear me okay, Beverly?
Yes, I can.
Beverly, can you hear me okay? Okay, thank you. I have a delay. First of all, let me say greetings from Rhodes, Greece. I am reading in the specialized knowledge principle, and the section that I am on the author says, as knowledge is acquired, it must be organized and put to use for a definite purpose through practical plans. Knowledge has no value except that which can be gained from its application toward some worthy end. This is one reason why college degrees are not valued more highly. They represent nothing but miscellaneous knowledge. If you contemplate taking additional schooling, first determine the purpose for which you want the knowledge you are seeking. Then learn where this particular sort of knowledge can be obtained from reliable sources. Successful men, I'm going to add, and women, in all callings, never stop acquiring specialized knowledge related to their major purpose, business, or profession. Those who are not successful usually make the mistake of believing that the knowledge acquiring period ends when one finishes school. The truth is that schooling does but little more than to put one in the way of learning how to acquire practical knowledge. Now, I chose that as my aha from the reading for this week as we prepare to hear Carla tomorrow talk about specialized knowledge. But I had a real big aha this morning as I went back over this, because as a part of our Clarity Mastermind, this month we are focusing on our health. And as I started reading this, I started writing in my journal about our health is a business, and it's the, and the specialized knowledge is required to live a healthy life, to be able to even acquire money or knowledge of all of those things. And I just kept writing. I said to myself, now this is my aha. The business of our bodies, we have to feed it, we have to bathe it, we massage it, we saw it, we walk it, we check up on it, we finance it, we do all of these things. And so as I had a very different take for the very first time in rereading this when it comes to specialized knowledge about specialized areas of our business, but also of our lives. And so that was such a big aha for me. So that was my reading for the week. My commitment for the business, I'm sticking with this idea of getting 50 mastermind groups started. So if any of you are interested, although I've been asking people, but it's something that you must be willing to do. I have coaching over 1,000 individuals as a part of the Black NSA Mastermind. And so I'm hoping to get maybe at least 5 new groups out of that mastermind for the next 10 weeks. That's my aha from the reading, and that's my commitment for the business next week, to get one more group started as a part of my goal that I set to get 50 mastermind groups started this year. Tomorrow, I will start again in rereading the principle for next week, and the same thing for my goal for the business. Thank you for allowing me to share, and I'll go back on mute. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Paul. All right, is anyone ready to go next? Okay. We're looking for volunteers to help host Friday accountability. We'll provide you with clear instructions, training, and a script to make it easy. And if you're interested in volunteering, we would love to have you on board. Hey, who would like to go next? Hey, how about Wayne? Look at it from this. All right, did someone come on? Good morning. Very briefly, this is Evangelist Juanita from Boston. I am in the specialized knowledge chapter. I left my book and my notebook and everything in the car, but what my commitment was to write the self-confidence formula daily, and I have been doing so, and I've been posting it in the 30 Mastermind part. And today I am preparing to do a video that I've committed and post it in the group. Okay, so I have, that is my report. Oh, and my event that I said was going to happen on Saturday. It's this Saturday in Boston, Randolph, Massachusetts. So we're putting the finishing part together, and I'm really happy and excited about it. So those are the commitments. And my alarm's going up. Those are my commitments, and I've completed them. And my commitment for next week is to upload my journal and my book, and start to, this week I am going to post it to everybody for the kickoff of my book and the date for the book signing. So thank you. Those are my goals for next week. I will do that. For sharing that. How all the ways we benefited from this call. Now, who do you know who could use accountability to build momentum in their life? Invite them to join us for the next Friday Accountability Mastermind. They can register on Eventbrite under Think and Grow Rich Friday Accountability Mastermind. Let's help others stay on track and achieve their goals as well. any last, anyone would like to share? Do we have any new callers on the line? If so, please introduce yourself. Let us know where you're calling from and how you heard about the call and what your takeaway from today has. Any new? All right. We're gonna wrap it up for today, man. Ann, do you have any last comments? If you're able to, get on mic.
Yes, Beverly, can you hear me okay? I have to keep saying that because I'm out of so you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to remind everybody to please join us tomorrow on the Thinking Grow Rich Mastermind Live call. One of our own, Miss Carla Hill, is going to be our guest, talking about the principle of specialized knowledge. And so you can just go to YouTube, subscribe, just go to Ann McNeill on YouTube, subscribe to the channel so you can get the notifications. But definitely let's show up for her. She shows up every single Saturday for everybody who's a guest. And so we want to return the favor to her. And if any of you are interested in joining us also on our our McNeil Factor early risers.
You blinked out, and
Yeah, if any of you are interested in joining our early risers, Michelle is going to send that information out to everybody who's registered for this call. Michelle, can you just confirm that, please?
Yes, I'll be sending it out to everybody.
Today. So we'll get that out to you today. I've heard some of you come on and talk about the 5 a.m. club. We have been doing the early risers now for many, 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 many years, probably about 15 years now. So you can also join us. And the only thing we do is just type the word up. We don't talk smiley face or any of those things. And it's just a reminder for each of us to do that daily date with yourself. And I heard a caller earlier talking about having time to journal, time to read, time to exercise. That's what we do when we become a part of the McNeil.
okay. And you went silent again. I don't know.
My Wi-Fi, yes, my Wi-Fi is so spotty. But anyway, that's it for me. That's my cue to hang up. Everybody have a great day. And we'll talk to you next time on tomorrow. Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Michelle. All right, everybody have a great day.
Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed for sharing your Friday with us, and have a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you right back here, same